Welcome to the Fit Girl Gang, welcome to Block 1, and welcome to the first chat. So these chats, whether they be on health, on fitness, on body positivity and self-love, whatever they are, they're just all about me being really honest with you guys, sharing my personal advice and sharing information. And the intent of them is just to help you guys learn and think and grow throughout your journey with the Fit Girl Gang. So in this first video, I'm just gonna be giving you an overview of what Block 1 is gonna look like. I'm gonna talk about kind of everything in terms of fitness, what your fitness will be like over the next 2 weeks, your healthy lifestyle, and the aspect of community, and how we are all gonna come together in the Fit Girl Gang. So when it comes to fitness, as you know, we are now on Block 1. You have access to your Block 1 workouts, and these are the workouts that you're gonna be doing for the next 2 weeks. So as much as we're all doing these together, you do get to pick and choose when you take your days. You can kind of adjust them a little bit. You have 5 workouts for this first week, and you're gonna repeat those same 5 workouts next week. If you've read through the program already, you know that there are 2 days that are focused on goal setting and internal fitness. Those are just short activities that you're gonna do along with an active rest day. So there are 5 training days and 2 active rest days each week. As much as they are set up in an order, you really do get to pick and choose. This is all about what works best for you and your life and your schedule. So say you're not doing it on the exact same day as everyone else, that's completely fine, and that's not a big deal at all. So along with your Block 1 workouts, which we're gonna be doing for the next 2 weeks all together, you also have access to the video reference. So with the video reference, there is each exercise that you're gonna find in your Block 1 workouts, and that's it. Every single one of the exercises in the video reference has an explanation on how to perform it with proper form. So as I have worked with women over all different fitness levels, something that I've learned about myself as a trainer is that I do get very, very particular when it comes to the proper performance of every movement. The reason for that is because you know what it's like to be putting in the effort, or you will know what it's like once you get started. The last thing that I want you to do is waste your time not getting the most out of everything we're doing, or put yourself at any risk whatsoever for injury. So both of those things are really important. So I've spent a lot of time on this video reference, making sure that you 100% understand how to perform every single exercise that we're gonna be doing in the next 2 weeks. So after this first block is finished, we're gonna move on to the next block. You'll get your next 2 weeks of workouts. You'll also get access to the next 2 weeks of your video reference and explanations on each of those exercises. From there, we're also gonna get access to new chats. So I'm gonna be giving you more and more content as we progress through this program every 2 weeks. It's gonna get a little more in-depth and a little more informative as we go, and as you continue to learn and grow, because it's gonna be what you're ready for. So right now, we're gonna start off with just a few videos to make sure you feel 100% ready to go in these first 2 weeks. I'm hoping that you're as excited as I am and that you're feeling ready to go. You might be a little nervous, and that's completely fine. We're just gonna take it day by day, and like you'll be able to see in the modifications video, if you do need to take things back a little bit, slow things down, I wanna make sure that this is 100% doable and accessible for every single fitness level. So the way it works with this program is there are 5 blocks in total. Right now we're on Block 1, and every 2 weeks, you're gonna get access to that new block until we get to 5 blocks. Once you're completed all the way through round 1, we're actually gonna start again where all the round 2 women are gonna join with us, and you guys are gonna learn through these chats how to progress and change everything the next time you go through, because you're gonna be at a completely new fitness level, and you're gonna have progressed so much that you don't wanna just redo everything the exact same way you did it the first time. You wanna make sure that you're pushing yourself and you're continually evolving and improving. When it comes to the health part of the Fit Girl Gang, one thing you're probably gonna notice right away, if you haven't already noticed, is there's no required meal plan or diet or amount of calories or anything like that that you're expected to follow. And it's like that for a reason. The way we approach things in the Fit Girl Gang is very different than the majority of other programs or guides or whatever else that's out there. And this is because what we do isn't for this 10 weeks. We are gonna be incorporating healthy practices and habits that we're gonna have long-term and be able to incorporate forever. There's no end. So if I were to tell you to get on some 1,200 calorie a day diet or to meticulously track your macronutrients every single day, maybe that's great and maybe you would get results, but that's not something that you're gonna be doing for the rest of your life. So why would we wanna do it right now when we could get results in a way that's actually beneficial to our overall health and we can maintain forever so that we can feel the way that we wanna feel forever? So when it comes to the health aspect, there are also gonna be chat videos. These are just like the fitness stuff, gonna continue to get a little bit more in depth and give you more information every single time as you're ready for it. We're gonna start you off with block 1 by introducing just a few core habits that we're gonna start adopting right away and making part of our regular routine without overwhelming ourselves and doing anything too drastic or too crazy right off the hop. So along with these videos, you're also gonna see the recipe bank. So this recipe bank has been designed to give you a resource. I wanted to give you a resource with as much information as possible to help you make smart choices when it comes to everything that you eat. It's a mess out there when it comes to the advice that we're being told with our nutrition. And I'm trying to keep things as simple and straightforward as possible. And that's what you're gonna see in the Fit Girl Gang. So the recipe bank is divided into 6 different categories. There's recipes for everything. And you're gonna notice that there's a macronutrient breakdown for every single recipe that I've created. And that's just to help keep you as aware and as mindful as possible without requiring you to count calories or anything like that. So just like the chat videos, the recipe bank will be added to every 2 weeks. So my recipes will be continually added. You'll see the new ones every 2 weeks and you'll be able to try them out. And your recipes that you guys are sharing through our secret Facebook page, I'll be adding as well. So we're always gonna be getting more and more. And the point of this is it's a lifestyle. You don't wanna be stuck eating chicken and broccoli or the same 2 boring meals every single day for the rest of this program or the rest of your life. So this is gonna allow you to have variety, and it's also gonna show you a formula of how to choose the foods that you wanna eat based on what's actually best for you, what's gonna make you feel the most energized, and what's gonna allow your body to work in the most efficient way. Along with that, we're not just gonna be talking about physical health. There's a huge, huge component of the Fit Girl Gang that focuses on self-love. And you guys probably know that doing this because that's such a huge focus of mine personally, but self-love isn't something that you get and then you have it and you're good. It takes constant work and constant practice to make sure that we are talking to ourselves in a kind and loving way at all times, and we're accepting ourselves for where we are in our lives at every stage and not just wanting to be at the next place and saying we'll love ourselves when we get there, because we'll never get there if that's the mindset that we have. So in a lot of these chats, yes, there's gonna be stuff on nutrition. I'm gonna teach you guys all about macros. I'm gonna teach you what the difference is between a gram of protein, carbs, fats, how alcohol affects you, how to deal with hangovers. We're getting into everything, but more than just physical health, we're also gonna talk a lot about mental health and self-love. So the third final component that I think is one of the biggest things that makes TFGG so special and so different from everyone else out there is the aspect of community. And I think every time you kind of join a different program, they say that there's an aspect of community, but that is the core of what inspired me to create the Fit Girl Gang. Like I've talked about a little bit before, I was so deeply inspired by my bootcamp community and the way that the women would actually inspire each other. They were who held each other accountable to show up the next day. They're the ones that pushed each other during classes. They're the ones that checked in on each other and shared recipes, shared ideas, encouraged each other. When it comes down to it, yes, I'm here to coach you and teach you and help you learn and progress, but it's not just about me, it's about us having each other and about a community of women who genuinely want the best for each other and are all very, very literally in it together. So with the community of the Fit Girl Gang, there is so much because I think that it's what's so important. So we do have our private Facebook group, and this private Facebook group is gonna allow us all to talk about whatever. I didn't set up the Facebook group for certain topics that are allowed to be discussed. You guys can talk about whatever you want. Ask questions, share progress, share photos, share recipes, talk about stuff that's not even fitness related. I really don't care. I just want it to be a place for us Fit Girl Gang members to be able to create real relationships and support each other in a real and meaningful way. There should be nothing that you feel nervous or intimidated about asking about or talking about in that group. It is a private group. You had to request to get in, and every single other woman in there is like-minded. They are just like you. They have their own insecurities, they have their own goals, and they're working toward bettering themselves. And so that's why we are all doing this together. In the private Facebook group, we are having 2 live chats every single week on Sunday afternoons and on Tuesday evenings. And this is a place for us to connect in real time. Although if you miss it, you can always watch it back later. You guys can ask questions. You can ask me to share information on certain topics that maybe I haven't covered yet or you have questions about. You can share your thoughts. We can talk about whatever you want. It's a time that's there for you, and it's a time to make sure that we feel connected. The whole aspect of the community in the Fit Girl Gang is to make sure that you realize that you are never alone at any point. This is not you buying a program online, deciding that you're gonna do it, saving it to your phone, and trying to keep up with it on your own. It's not like that at all. Throughout not only this 10 weeks, but all of the rounds going forward, because you will always have access to this, you are constantly supported and you constantly have people doing this by your side. If there's ever a point that you feel alone and you feel stuck and you feel unmotivated and you just feel like you want to quit, turn to the other women in the Fit Girl Gang, because that is the point of why I created it. You're not alone. A feeling that you are dealing with is probably something that I've dealt with, or definitely something that someone in the Fit Girl Gang has dealt with. So this is a place for us to connect, for us to feel honest and open and able to be vulnerable with each other, and to be able to really help each other achieve what we want and support each other in every way. So thank you so much for listening to this first chat video. I just want to welcome you again to the Fit Girl Gang, and thank you so much for being here. This is going to be an incredible journey together, not just these 10 weeks, but everything going forward. We're all going to learn so much. I'm going to be doing this program with you at the exact same time. I'm starting on the same day that you are, and I'll be sharing my experience so that you can see that, like I said, we're all in it together. So with that, have a wonderful first day, and welcome to the Fit Girl Gang.